You know, I woke up this morning and felt like hitting some baseballs, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Ready, Mason?
These guys turn to hit, I'm gonna talk to y'all just for like a little bit. I mean, obviously I've expressed to you guys how important getting your work in is and coming up and hitting as much as possible. And you know, I went and had practice with my team yesterday. It was not mandatory, but I mean, they said, hey, come hit if you want to, and I don't see it as optional. I see it as mandatory to go practice. If there's an opportunity, go play or practice, go practice. And I'd already planned to come out today, this morning, you know, and I'm not going to think to myself, oh, just because I practiced yesterday, I'm good, I don't have to practice tomorrow. That's not how this game works. You know, the more work you put in, you know, the more you'll have a chance of succeeding. Because my season's over now, and the time between when your season ends and when the next one begins, you can completely forget how to hit. You know, your velo can go down, how hard you throw, and things like that. And you don't want that to happen. You know, you want to, in between off seasons, you don't want to get worse. You want to get better. Because in this game, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And that's huge to me, because I was supposed to come out here with a couple kids, and you know, they both were like, oh, I'm down to go hit. Let's go hit. And I show up this morning and they're not here, and they're like, oh, I don't have a ride. You know. And in this game, there's no excuses with things like that. You know, you gotta figure it out no matter what. And that's just a huge thing to me, because I like working with other guys. Like, thankfully these guys came out here and came and hit with me, because if not, I'd be hitting off a tee somewhere by myself. So thankful for them. You know, there's always somebody that wants to get work in. And that's the thing, when you're not working and you decide, oh, I'm not going to work today, I'm not going to, like, I don't want to say grind, but I'm not just going to put my work in and practice, someone else is out there to be trying to get better than you. So that's just a huge thing. That's a thing that I know. That's why I work as much as possible, because you're competing with someone else, you know. Like with colleges and things like that, you don't know who else is trying to get into that college. There could be, you know, 5 other people at your position. No. I'm good. Alright guys, other than that, I really have nothing else to do today, so I'm here at a place because I'm trying to get more t-shirts out for y'all, because I want you to buy, and I know y'all want some t-shirts, and I'm working on ordering some wristbands. I just don't know what I should get first, wristbands or t-shirts, but for right now I'm just trying to get this t-shirt thing figured out, so I'm going to do that right now. Then other than that, the whole day is free, so right now I'm just going to go check this out, and I'll see you in like a few seconds, because I'm not going to bring this in there, because this just, when you walk up to people or just into stores with a camera, they freak out. In some places you can't even film with the camera, so I'll see you on like the next clip. It is always so hot out here. All the time. Jesus, it's gotten even hotter out here. I mean, like, doesn't California sound so nice? Because it does to me. I swear, I always end up here.
It's hard to do a dog.
I wanted to touch up on what I was talking about earlier in this morning's vlog, and this is where I'm going to end the vlog today. Just about like work and grinding and practice and things like that. Go out and practice. When you go out and hit some BP, you know, things like that. I understand you want the whole concept of grinding and wanting to grind and things like that, but you gotta realize that, like, that's just things you're supposed to be doing. It's not necessarily a grind. A grind is the extra work you put in when you go and stay for longer, or stay longer than anyone else, or work out on holidays, or just the extra. The grind is practicing every day and twice a day extra, just doing what you can. Grind is adversity. It's facing adversity. It's not just going out, hitting some BP, alright, you're good, you're fine, whatever, you go home. That's not the grind. The grind is when it's 110 degrees outside, you're sweating, you don't want to be there, yet you're still doing it to get better. My old football coach, one of the only things I probably got from him, period, is he used to say that you gotta be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's too, just the fact that in life, things aren't gonna be handed to you, and one day when you go up to the plate and you got a guy throwing 95 and you don't see 95 every time, it might be your first time, you can't crap your pants. You gotta go up there, be confident, be like, okay, I know I've never been in this situation before. I know, this is a good pitcher, I know he can strike me out easy. And you gotta be a situation that you gotta figure out how to beat that. To get back to what I'm saying is that don't, when you go to a game, you practice, you go to your team practice, or you go hit in the cages, or you go a long toss. That's not the grind. That's just a part of getting better. The grind is, overcoming defeat, and it is, waking up at 6 in the morning to go, for morning weights, or staying up late at night, having to wait till nighttime to do homework, or just things like that. Not, I'm going to long toss with my friends, I'm going to go hit some BP. Everybody likes hitting BP, everybody likes, going to throw, but nobody would like to wake up at 6 in the morning. Nobody likes to stay up late at night and feel like crap in the morning. Nobody wants to work out on holidays. Nobody wants to work out on their birthdays. That's the grind. That's the real grind, is pushing yourself and working when others don't. That's the real grind. And that's a huge thing with me when people say, I went and hit today, I grinded, I went and, that's just a part of being a good player. That's not the grind. The grind is the extra, what you do when people aren't looking, and how much further you push than what you're supposed to, than what you're normally supposed to do. That's the grind.